checking sound. Just going to quickly do some jumps and see if the stream's okay. All seems good. Right, welcome everybody to the, well, it's a continuation of the 10th instalment of this permadeath run. The last run I had some issues with streaming, it was very choppy, very laggy and stuff, so I'm hoping that was YouTube as opposed to some settings that I've tweaked in Streamlabs, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, I'm going to get an S-Class freighter hopefully today, so that is going to be the focus, continuing on from the last stream. So let's do it, here we go. So in the previous couple of streams I've started building out this cluster of tier 3 rich economy systems so that we can visit and see which systems have what different type of freighters. But we have actually, in the last stream, we actually visited every one of these, so none of them had the exact freighter that I want, which was highly disappointing. So what I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to go back to the starting point here and just see if I can pick out any other close by tier 3 economies and just see what they have to offer in terms of freighters, but obviously going to be systems that I can find and get back to quite easy. Right, so there's one next to Janium, and that was a blue star here. Okay, so we'll try here, see what we've got. Nope, again it isn't one I'm interested in. So I'm just trying to go to some other unmarked tier 3 systems which are relatively easy to try and relocate again, because I've exhausted all the ones that I right, I might actually go for this one here. It's a dreadnought, it's not really what I want. See what else we've got. Size is right with this one, but it's not the right colours or the right bridge. It's kind of more of a cream. Gee, that looks pretty cool. Two under. Just don't like the bridges on these. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go for a different one. Oh, this is the bridge that I'm after. Please be full size. Dang it! It's not full size. But that is the bridge that I want. That's annoying. Korvac's crew as well, which would be ideal because my guy is not an alien. He's I like to sort of assume that this guy is human. So that was the right bridge. I just need the full size version of it now. Yeah, that was a dang. Welcome to the chats. Is it idiot? Let's try this one. No, it's a dreadnought. Could be an all-white dreadnought though. Black and white dreadnought. It's only small though. Good feeling that we're getting close. Right, there's two here. So I'll try this one first. Hi Christy. A Beeble raid. Hello everybody. I was watching Beebs' stream earlier, but as soon as he got the ship, I was off. I've got a bit of a challenge myself at the moment. I've got to try and get a an S-class freighter. Hi Terry. I'm just trying to find the exact variety that I want at the moment, and then the RNG gods come into play with the reloading. Captain Pugwash, good afternoon. Cadener, good afternoon. I hope everyone's good. Right, so I've lost track of that already. It was these two, wasn't it? Yeah, so we'll do the one on the left. That's it. Hi, babes. Well done on smashing Survival Bob's time there. That was good. Yeah. So I tend to just stay with system freighters in most of my saves. But on this one, I want to try and go for a Venator, but with the raised bridge. Not too fussed about colour because I'm going to make it sort of black and white. White is generally my theme in the game. So yeah, I want to try and get the raised bridge, and I want to try and get the colour of the bridge as neutral as possible. You know, I don't want a kind of luminous green bridge that will just kind of stand out like a sore thumb with the black and white colour that I'll put on it. So yeah, it's just really a case at the moment of trying to find a Venator, a full-size capital Venator with the raised bridge. And at the moment, I've only seen a couple with raised bridges. And in the previous stream, I mean, what I do, people do this in their own sort of way. But as I'm getting up to the 3-hour mark, when I'm looking for a capital freighter, I begin about an hour before I think that that's going to hit. I start just marking and mapping out all the tier 3 systems in a very, very tight cluster, so that when I go to visit all of these, I know that they're tier 3s. They stand out nice and easy on the galaxy map. You can see which systems that you've been to, and then obviously in every one of these systems will be a different type of freighter, so it just makes trying to find the freighter a lot easier. So that's what I've done on the previous stream, but I've actually exhausted all of these systems now. I've been to every one of these and not a single one has the freighter that I want. So at the moment all I'm doing is I'm just trying to find some random tier 3 systems now, and just hitting every one that I can. There's another one here, so we'll try this one. It's a dreadnought. I mean, I might settle for a dreadnought. It's got so this is the bridge that I want. That bridge, the raised bridge, that's the variety that I like. I like it because it's just above where the ships fly in, and I think it's got quite a good look to it, like these windows. I quite like that. So this is the sort that I'm after. This isn't a big enough one anyway, so I'll leave that. But yeah, this is just purely luck, really. So yeah, I've got the S-class multi-tool. I've got the starship, and I just need this freighter now, and then I can begin base building, because I haven't made a permanent base yet. But I'm going to make a really, really nice freighter base as well. I spend a lot of time on the freighter in my save, so I'm going to spend a bit of time making a nice detailed freighter base as well. Hi Crash Test, welcome to the chat. No, it's definitely not for me, that one. I don't think Beeble's time is going to be beaten, is it? I mean, that's that was a relatively quick run, that. Trying to find the ship. I was thinking about giving it a go myself, but I just don't think I'll bother now. Especially on PERMADEATH. Hi Zoo, I hope you got my message on Discord, Zoo, a couple of days ago, just regarding that that kind donation. It didn't show up on the stream. I didn't actually have any alerts set up, so if you hadn't seen the message, just thanking you for that, really, much appreciated. Yeah, this isn't going to be the most interesting of streams here, because you know, we all know what it's like trying to get these S-class freighters. It's a process and it's quite repetitive, so but I'm not going to stop until I get this done, because then it's out the way with, and I can just focus on other things. But I've generally had quite good luck with freighters on all of my saves. They tend to come in, and I will touch wood like I have done in other streams, but they tend to come in pretty quickly for me. I've never really had to wait much more than an hour, maybe 2 hours tops, for an S-class capital. and I've got quite a bit of them, quite a few of them. Nice one, cheers Zoo. I'll have a look at that. So this dreadnought is an option if it's big enough. I may just have to settle for a dreadnought. What colour is the bridge? Yeah, it's light blue. It's light blue and red. I'm not mad on that. No, I think I'm going to be strict. I'm going to keep going. Idiot. Oh, cheers for that mould farm. Yeah, no problem. I've been. I actually visited that on a normal save of mine as well, and it does show up as metal fingers on a normal save, and the planet has aggressive sentinels. So I thought that was really odd. The video itself is on a survival save, and the base does show up on survival, but on normal mode it's completely different. I thought that had been sort of fixed with bases and stuff, but apparently not. Which is a shame, because there's about 32 or 33 different runaway mould deposits in that little section there, so you could farm quite a bit. Yeah, someone flagged it up to me on the No Man's Sky coordinate exchange. They said that when they visit, the multi-tool is there, the S-Class multi-tool that I found, as well as the C-Class, they're both there. But when they went to the base, the location of the runaway mould farm, they get greeted with metal fingers and something else is there, and the planet is aggressive sentinels as well, but on survival mode, it's not aggressive sentinels, it's just storms. It's activated copper. So I just thought that was really odd. I thought that kind of all the biomes on all the planets and stuff were the same across all modes now, but obviously not, because it isn't. Yeah, it was a pretty big cluster. I mean, I normally see them in kind of groups of 15 to 20, and I must admit, that isn't my sort of preferred and go-to method for farming nanites anyway. I just scrap ships if I want nanites. I just find kind of the whole refining process of it really boring. So I just like to scrap ships for nanites. Now this would be good, because a Korvax crew would be ideal to go with my sort of human character. I used to be Gex, and I did Viking for a while. I've gone all the way full circle back to the sort of astronaut type. See, these are the worst ones. These ones here, for me anyway, with absolutely nothing. I don't like those at all. And the issue that I take with dreadnoughts is when you fly out of the bridge area, the ship garage, those two poles are right in front of you, and the amount of times I've hit those and stuff. I'll just try and avoid dreadnoughts now. My favourite freighters though are system freighters. I love the Oculus. I've got the Oculus on a few of the saves that I use. I like that it's sort of modelled around the 2001 Space Odyssey ship. Looks really cool. This is my next favourite, is the one with the spoiler. So I have got one marked that's got full size in black and white. Well, no, it might be black and blue with a spoiler. So kind of worst case scenario, if I can't find the one that I want, I will settle for that. What are system freighters? So in each system that you visit, every single system in the game has 2 to 3 different variety of freighters. That they're the freighters that when you are flying around in space, they sort of warp in. So I'll quickly see if I can just find a small cluster of them here so you can see what I mean. So if you fly around, they will tend to kind of just warp in. So, but yeah, they're coming in now. So in each system there'll be 2 or 3 different varieties of system freighters. So this is one here. This is one here, and over here is another variety. So that's one there, and here, yeah. So there's that variety there, and there's this variety here, and you can actually board these like you can with a capital freighter, and you can buy these. So you don't actually have to wait for a battle. You don't have to wait for the mechanic of 3 hours and 5 system warps to get a freighter. You can actually just land on one of these and buy one of these, and then as soon as you get off, if you just go into your analysis visor, you can instantly see the cost and the class of the freighter on the left hand side of the screen there. So you haven't got to run all the way up to the captain, but you can just buy these. The S-class system freighters, no matter what the style, they will never go above 25 million units as well, so they're kind of over 100 million cheaper. Hang on a second, I just want to see this ship that just came in. It's just caught my eye there. Oh damn it, I'm stuck now, aren't I? I think that was a decent alpha. Right, I'm going to have to reload. But yeah, so in every system, there's 2 or 3 different varieties of system freighter, and you can board. You can only board the ones that show up with the white lights. If they've got no entry lights, you can't board them. So you can't board every one of them. But if you see one that you like and you can't board it, just fly away from it, fly away from that particular cluster, pulse in space, and then when the next lot warp in, or if you see another cluster, just head to that, and it will eventually become available to fly onto or fly into, and then you can buy it. And in tier 3 economies, you can obviously get them in S-class as well. and there's a type called the Oculus, which is, it's got a huge big ball on the end of it. That's the one that I like. Cheers, Christy. Thanks for dropping in. Much appreciated. So this is another type of system freighter here. You could get that in a different system. This is another one here. These are available to buy. And this is another one here. So this system has 3 different types of system freighter. And they do vary between 2 and 3. But just an FYI, idiot, it doesn't matter what type of freighter that you buy. It does, as in the variety and the size. It doesn't matter what size you buy or what variety it is. The interior of all freighters are exactly the same. So if you get an S-class system freighter, it will come with standard less slots than a capital freighter, but they can all be upgraded to 48 slots, and all exactly the same parameters for building bases and stuff like that. So I think that the general assumption is, from what I've seen in the community on social media, is that there's limits with system freighters in terms of building and stuff like that, but that's not right. Exactly the same as capital freighters. Right, come on. Yeah, and once I get this S-Class eventually, however long it may take, I'm going to use Save Editor to allow me to build any base part, because I want to try and build a freighter with Windows. That's kind of... I've never done it before. I've never actually taken build restrictions off on any of my saves. So that will be new to me, but I do want to try and build a freighter with kind of, you know, the normal land-based parts as well. I just think it will look quite cool. Beeble Bum, Action Pants Gaming. There's quite a few content creators that have built some really good freighter bases. I did build one about 6 months ago, which was really detailed, but it's so big that if people try and visit the base, they can only see certain rooms, and it really struggles to load in. So this is going to be as detailed. It's still going to be really kind of detailed, but just on a much smaller scale. Yeah, this would be the only thing that I use the save editor for. I always play the game as vanilla as possible. Like, I don't dupe or use exploits as such and stuff like that. I mean, this is probably considered an exploit, but this is about as, like, reloading saves is about as exploity as it gets with me. I'm a bit like Zane when it comes to that sort of stuff. Yeah, Cell Dealer's got a good build. He's got a similar looking sort of lobby area to my build as well. I've got 100 seats, a 100-seater cinema in my last freighter build, which was quite good. It took me ages to build that room. As simple as it looks and as basic as it is, it was so finicky. It just took me forever. I mean, that took about 4 or 5 hours just to do that room. That's quite a cool feature in my last build. Right, I'm going to get to a point soon where I might have to settle for the spoiler freighter as opposed to this raised bridge. Come on, come on. Raised bridge, come on. Dang it. So that's not even a big one. I will get this. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna get this. It's definitely gonna be a big one. I'm hoping, because it's taking so long to actually find the variety that I want, that the S-Class is going to rock up really quickly, so we'll see. Raised bridge dreadnought. It's small, isn't it? That's a shame.
feel the same way, although I definitely used the same Duke thing to reset my upgrade module seeds. Yeah, so that was that's about as far as it goes for me. I have done that a couple of times, just to try and get the 15% fire rate speed on the scatter blaster modules, just so that you can get the absolute maximum damage output on a multi-tool. But even that, I mean, that takes forever, and you've still got to spend you know, tens of thousands, if not a couple of 100,000 nanites. So it doesn't feel as exploity as kind of just duping the same thing over and over again. People want to do that, I've got no problem with it, but yeah, it's not the way I play. Oh, raised bridge. Oh, damn it. What colour is this? It's red, but look at that bridge. I mean, it's light blue with black and red, or black and pink. Just don't get it. One of the guys that I know in one of the Facebook groups that we're in, he tried re-rolling X-Class module upgrades just to see if he could get one that was better, like an all-round better module than an S-Class, and it took him over 600 different reloads, or pulls if you like, to get an X-Class module that was better than just one S-Class. I was like, nah, that's not for me. I definitely wouldn't bother with X-Class for me anyway. I just think the differences that you get are quite marginal. I think he was after a hyperdrive, and he got like a 300 light year hyperdrive module. Afternoon, David. Hope all is good. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, he did it as an experiment just to see like if it was actually possible. Because like if you watch Zane videos and like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh damn! It's not full size, is it? 1, 2, 3. That's a shame because that would have been quite nice. Yeah, if you watch Zane videos and like just you sort of scour the internet. I mean, an S-Class, sorry, an X-Class module that's better than an S-Class. It seems like, you know, so rare. You know, I didn't even know that one had been documented until Craig in the Facebook group told us what he had done. But yeah, I mean, you've got to spend a lot of time trying to get just one that's better. So not for me, that. More than happy with the old S-Class modules, me. Yeah, the hunt for the raised bridge is still on. Yeah, I've only seen maybe 2 or 3 dreadnoughts with the raised bridge. None of them the right size, and I've only seen 2 Venator freighters so far with the raised bridge. And without even exaggerating, I've probably looked at about at least 40 different systems so far, because I've done all the ones that were in
the systems that I discovered before I got the mechanic to trigger the battle. I've already seen all of those, and none of those had the right one. And I've done probably another 15 to 20 outside of that cluster as well now. It's proven a bit of a nightmare, this. It doesn't normally take this long, to be fair. I can't let the RNG gods defeat me. It's not happening. Because like this is the one thing in the game, like, you know, I mean, I may not even play a huge amount of time on this save. I'm going to do the 255 galaxies. That's the main goal on this save, is to get that all done within maybe a month or a couple of months. But kind of through each save that you play on all your modes, you'll go through different multi-tools, you'll go through different ships and various different things like pets and stuff like that. But the one thing that you probably stick with for longer than anything is a freighter, right? So because it's kind of the main thing that you use for storage and all of that, for me it has to be right. I'm just really fussy and picky about the freighters. So yeah, that's it's got to be done. I've got to get one with a raised bridge, because I'm going to be stuck with this for 50 odd hours. But I do know where there's a full-size Venator with this system here. Zeuzanth has got a spoiler freighter, so kind of worst case scenario, I've got that option there. But doesn't look like there's still any news on the expeditions update, is there? I did check this afternoon and this morning, but they're definitely making us wait for this. Hello Games. I'm hoping that the delay and the kind of length in between the last expeditions update and this one means that, touch wood, we're not going to have an update full of bugs, because I can only assume that it's going to be a good long one and they've kind of ironed out all the issues, so we'll see on that. It would be good to finally get an update which doesn't come with new or old bugs that are introduced. Yeah, it's been. I saw that go in, that internal update, and I saw that they had changed like 2 or 3 things in that update in that weekend that it sort of got first spotted, and I assumed that, like all the other ones, it had come out, you know, very quickly after that. But yeah, I mean, I didn't realise it had been 25 days. I mean, that's a long time, isn't it? They've definitely done something, haven't they? Right, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, again, it's not full size. I'm just not getting the luck today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. It's definitely a colour I'd settle with. It's the right bridge. Everything is there, but the size. Damn it. Yeah, well, Beeble seemed to think that it would drop this week, and that there was I think I saw on Twitter last week that a YouTuber or somebody had tweeted that they'd found sort of details of Twitch drops for this week. I think the 15th or 16th. But again, you know, that is sort of pure speculation. I don't get my hopes up with these things, you know. But it would be nice to drop this week. It'll be a lift for me anyway, because England were beat yesterday and we're all a little bit upset in the UK today. We lost the football last night. I'm not even a big football fan and I was gutted. I'm getting a bit bored of this now, so this needs to hurry up. Yeah, it would sort of coincide with the big update. I mean, that's if we even get a big update. I mean, there's no guarantee with that, is there? I've seen a few people on like the live chat on Beeble Bum's channel and Zane's channel and stuff that are sort of expecting a reset. I mean, I personally can't see a reset coming. I think that would really cheese a lot of people off if they reset the universe as such. But yeah, I'm not on board with that idea. I don't think that that's going to happen personally. I think this here is definitely going to be something to do with this. This thing here could even be part of the expeditions update that we get. I have no idea. Just obviously loads of different views and ideas on it. But that, they wouldn't add that without, you know, being able to interact with it or to be able to do something with it. So that would be quite cool. I saw as well that Craig Mark has done a bit of deep diving with the procedural traveller, and they've kind of, again, I take it with a pinch of salt, but they've got a bit of information, it looks like, on what the different phases are going to be in this next expedition, in Expedition 3, and it does look like it's very exploration focused. And with a focus around caves and seas, like underwater. So there's going to be quite a bit to do in that area, it looks like. This isn't bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. But that, like, why do they do this? Why do they add a really nice green and a really good black combination with a freaking yellowy orange bridge? just stands out like anything, you know. That really bugs me, that does. I'll have to look at that video, Zoo, because I haven't seen that yet. Is it just some chat around what each and everything might entail? Because they didn't see, there was a few of the missions on there that were left blank, wasn't there? They only had sort of a handful from each phase, didn't they? Is this a big one? Is this the one? Yes, I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is, and it's the bridge. Now for double bonus, has it got 2 underpods? Yes, it has. Jackpot! Woohoo! We're there. Right, yeah, I can deal with the colour, just about. I think I can change that, can't I? But that's yellow. Oh no, that's a green. What colour is this? Oh dear, oh dear. I'm going to have to lump it. I'm gonna have to lump that. I'm not looking for another one. Okay. Right. So before I do this, let's go and get to the space station. Right, I'm hoping this doesn't reset the battle. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. If it does, then I guess it's exploration for the rest of the stream. There she is. Right. Let the RNG process begin. I don't know why I'm saying that with so much enthusiasm, because I might as well sit back, relax and make myself a cup of tea at this rate. Right, come on, RNG gods, I'm praying, come on. Come on, you like me today, come on. See, they definitely don't like me today. Right, so what was that? How many, 26. Let's just see what happens next time round. Let the process begin. Right, so that is number 1. Numero uno. Yeah, so if you've noticed, it is documented quite well on the internet, but
some people will not bother landing on the space station in the system where the spawn triggers, and they'll basically reload their save from the previous system and fly into the system where the battle's happening. But you don't need to do that. You just need to go. Don't fight any of the ships, and definitely don't land on the freighter. But you just fly straight into the space station, get out, auto save, and then you can just keep reloading from that point. And you know, it speeds the process up somewhat, but not hugely. But it just saves kind of the galaxy mapping and all of that crap, you know. So you can just try and knock this out a bit quicker by doing it that way. Right, come on, number 2. C, damn it. It is a rich economy, this, isn't it? Yeah. Corvax as well, what a bonus. So this is perfect for me, really. Apart from the bridge colour, which you can't change there, I'm just going to have to deal with that and lump it. The OCD can just get on with it and get over it. But it's got the correct bridge, it's a Venator, it's the right size, mainly black as opposed to yellow, so I can change that to black and white. And it's Corvax, so it's kind of almost a 10 out of 10. And it's got the two under... the two storage pods under the ship as well, so it's aesthetically it's the biggest sort of maximum that you can get. It doesn't make a difference, but I just like the fact it's got that. So it was worth it. It's worth the wait. Yeah, 4 hours later. I'm hoping not. I don't want to be doing this for 4 hours. I'll get bored after about 30-40 minutes doing this, so B roll, it's going up. It's definitely going up. So that was number 3. On to number 4. I won't count all of them, that will just annoy people. Oh, what am I doing here? Sub-Cypher, how you doing? Oh, controller went a bit skewy there. Welcome to the chat, Sub-Cypher. I finally found a freighter that I want. It's just a case of RNG now. Get this damn S-Class. Thanks for your help again the other day, Sub-Cypher. Much appreciated. See, this isn't a good sign.
normally. So I mean, it's probably got absolutely nothing to do with RNG, mechanics, process, or anything whatsoever. Purely assumption. But generally speaking, when I've found an S-Class freighter, and I've found one many times on the first go, many times inside 10 reloads and stuff, generally speaking, the first maybe 2 or 3 out of 5 are A-Class and 32 or 34 slots. The fact that this has been 3 Cs and a B doesn't look good in terms of it being a swift process, this one. But I could be way off on that, and it might just be purely coincidental that in my experience A's have appeared a lot more and a lot quicker than all the other classes when an S class has come quite quickly. Because it's been C's and B's so far, that isn't to me telling me this is going to be a good run. But we'll see. Rhythmatic, welcome to the chat. Welcome, welcome. I do love that name. Every time I see that name, I don't know, I think of Jamaica for some reason. I don't know why. Hey, no. Rhythmatic. Yeah, RNG's a sub-cipher. Yep. We love a bit of RNG in No Man's Sky, don't we? We love it. That's why we play it. We really enjoy the grinds, don't we? Said nobody. The colour on that bridge is definitely bugging me though. Really, really bugging me that. But it will do. It'll have to do. Damn, yeah. Yeah. See, it's I haven't even seen an A class yet. This is not looking good. Yeah, whenever I've seen an A32 or 33, 34, wherever it might be, a couple of times in the first 3, 4, 5 different reloads, I always take that as a good sign. And as I've said, I've generally had really, really good RNG luck with freighters, capital freighters. Typically don't wait too long for them. I've definitely never done more than 50 reloads, put it that way. Nowhere near. I see some people like they spread it over like 4 or 5 days. Like, they must wait so long. Oh, I just shot one of their ships, didn't I? Come on, just skip the A class. I don't even need an A class. Just go straight to S. You know you want to. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. B. Oh my god. Yeah, the fact that still haven't even seen an A class. My gut's telling me this could be split over a couple of streams, this, the way it's going. I'm already getting impatient. I don't know how people sit. I mean, I multi-tool hunt, and that can be boring, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, that is the most long-winded thing you can possibly do in this game. But this here, like the just constant rinse repeat, oh, it drives you insane. Because you can't like even do anything in between it. Once you've committed, that's it. You're in. You're stuck until you've got it. You're in for the long haul. A33, right, we're getting a step closer, guys and girls. That has just given me a little bit of hope. There's a glimmer of light there. A33 plus 9. Come on. I didn't swear last night during the football, RNG gods, so be nice to me. That was definitely a lie, by the way. Come on.
Navigational data received.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, that's a good sign. That's better. That's definitely better. They're teasing me a bit now, the gods. They're definitely teasing me. David says, it may be my crappy luck wearing off on you. I've never found higher than a C class on a 400 plus hour normal save. Yeah, that's extremely unlucky. You should, I mean, if you follow the process, like if you do what I'm doing here, you should within literally like 3 or 4 saves be able to see at least a B class. I mean, I don't think I've ever sort of seen, you know, kind of like 4, 5, 6, 7 C class spawns in a row. So that is like extremely unlucky, and it just depends like what you want to do. Like not everyone is fussed about the class, right? And not everyone is too bothered about you know, sticking it out and trying to get the S class and stuff. So a lot of people just don't really care about the freighters, and a lot of people don't even care for freighters at all. Like they will get a freighter and just use it for storage, and their focus will be mainly on sort of exploration and land-based stuff and whatnot. And again, you know, it's each to their own on that. But if you do want an S-Class, there's a definite process to follow, and you will get one. You've just got to be a bit patient with it and have a bit of time. Not everyone has the time that, you know, I have and other people have to play this game. You know, working from home has been a godsend in this game for the last 18 months or so. But if you haven't got time to do that, then you know, there's nothing wrong with C classes and stuff. The only difference is like prior to Origins, it might have even been Desolation actually, the Derelict Freighter update. But prior to one of those 2 updates there, the class of the freighter didn't really make too much of a difference. It was just primarily for sort of, yeah, I've got the S class, I've got the bragging rights, and I've got the best thing that you can get in the game, the most expensive thing you can get in the game. But now there is sort of valid reasons to try and get an S class, because it's it has more potential inventory capacity than all the other classes. It's the only class of freighter that can be upgraded to 48 slots using cargo bulkheads. Like you can't, unless you use Save Editor, it's impossible to get an A-class freighter up to 48 slots. I think they're like 42 from memory. I could be wrong on that, but they're definitely not 48. And the other thing that S-Class Freighter gives you now, the other 2 things that it gives you is better fleet coordination bonuses. So if you're bothered about that, you'll get much better stats on your different fleet module upgrades once you start building that out. And the other thing that you get, and probably the most important thing for most people with a freighter, is the warp drive. They're the only freighter that can get to a 6,500 light year maximum warp range, hyperdrive range. The A-class doesn't get anywhere near that. I think it's about 6,000 the A-class, maybe even less, I'm not sure. So there's definite reasons why you should get an S-class freighter, but that was really only a thing and introduced in the last couple of major updates. It wasn't always like that. But yeah, all the freighters are the same. Inside the freighter, it's all the same. Absolutely everything is identical. Back to B. Back to back. Yeah, you know that's going to happen as well, Sub-Cypher, right? Update kind of drops tomorrow, 6 hours after my grind here for an S-Class. It's going to be the way, isn't it? Yeah, hunting is still relevant, I think, though. To where the hell is it? Oh, here it is. Hunting multi-tools and starships is definitely still relevant. The thing with multi-tools is, yeah, you can upgrade it. You can definitely upgrade it using nanites and obviously units for the inventory slots, but it's still a C-class multi-tool is still going to cost somebody nearly 100,000 nanites to upgrade from C to S. And like as I mentioned earlier, with people not having time and stuff, not everybody has the time or the patience to grind out 50,000 nanites or 100,000 nanites. So when we kind of find the S-Class multi-tools, that's S-Class for everyone at a fixed location, and all they've got to do is get there, you know. So that's kind of, there's definitely still valid reasons to hunt multi-tools, but the ships, yeah, that's sort of same sort of thing. But I personally don't ship hunt as much now anyway compared to what I used to, because I just feel that we're potentially going to have a ship customization update any time from now, really. I mean, it's been talked about for kind of 2 years now, and I'm actually surprised it still hasn't dropped. But for me, if they introduce part or full ship customization as an option in terms of being able to modularly change parts as well as colour, for me, and just my personal view on that will completely kill ship hunting, because it's not difficult in this game to make money, and it's not difficult in this game to find stuff. So even if you say, right, each ship part is going to cost 1 billion units and it's going to be found in every 10 system warps or whatever you do, it doesn't really make a difference because it's dead easy, right? Doesn't matter what parameter they try and introduce to make it difficult for people to do in this game, there's going to be dupers and the game's not difficult. So if they did it, it would kill ship hunting. So for me, I don't see the point of ship hunting anymore, which is why I focus a lot more these days on multi-tool hunting as opposed to ship hunting. Still keep my eye out for some decent ships, but it isn't a focus anymore for me. I've seen a lot of the sort of old school ship hunters as well have quietened down quite a lot on Reddit and places like that. Postman Tom Kraken, all the musician TT, then no way near as active as what they used to be. Yeah, definitely still relevant. And the other thing as well is, when I play any game at all, it's nice to be kind of rewarded with something and feel like you've done something, you've got a sense of achievement. And still, for me, in this game, nothing really gives me a better feeling than seeing that orange S-Class symbol appear on a multi-tool, on a ship, on a freighter, anything. It's a bit of a relief feeling, but at the same time, it's a feeling of, a sense of reward. Like I've got this, I've done it, and nothing else in the game for me gives you that. And that's why I think that they should never change the way that you get these S-Class freighters, because yeah, it is a grind, but it's the only thing really left in this game where you've got to work bloody hard for it, and you've got to try and get it. It doesn't take 2 minutes to get in most cases, and so when you do get it, it's like it's a sense of relief as well as brilliant. I've finally got it, and great. and nothing else in this game really does that for me. I think builders, once they've built a base, will get that same sort of feeling. You know, they've spent 10 hours or a week building a really, really good, unique looking base, and it's finally done. You know, that's their sense of reward. But yeah, very few things now in No Man's Sky give you that, because it is a completely different game. A better game, but a completely different game. A much, much easier game than what it used to be even 2 years ago. Yeah. Like if you wanted an S-Class multi-tool or ship, you had to find it. Much easier now. I remember when I played the game for the first time, back end of 2016, start of 2017. I did normal, but I tried PERMADEATH as well, and it took me about at least an hour to get to my ship, because I think from memory they'd put the ship or the parts that you had to try and find were like about 1,000 U away, you know, and even now they're only about 300, 400, 500 U away, and everything's just sort of been made a bit easier. But I remember it being such a grind, really, really difficult to try and make money when it first came out, and yeah, just finding stuff. It was like everything was like no way near as it was really sparse. You know, nothing was as common as what it is now. Like everywhere you walk now, there's sort of dihydrogen everywhere. It wasn't like that back in the day. I mean, that wasn't even a thing. But there were a lot of bugs with it as well back then. I stopped playing it for quite a while because of all the bugs. Same thing gamblers do it for, yeah. Let's see, it's gone all the way back down again now. We've gone A's, B's down to C's. I've already lost count of the amount of times I've reloaded. It's definitely over 10. Over 10, less than 20 though, I think. I'll keep a tab from now. Actually not a bad colour, that yellow and black. I quite like that colour combo. Come on, B. I haven't tried the new option on these freighters yet either. I haven't really had a need to, where it sort of just transfers over all your base and stuff. So I'll see what that's all about, because I haven't tried that yet. I haven't got like a big base or anything on the current freighter I've got, which is just literally the first freighter that you get, the free one. That's a point. I should have enough money for it, yeah. I've got some storage containers in there and a few sort of control rooms, whatever they are, fleet rooms. see if that transfers over. Oh shit, did I just shoot something there?
Alert. Navigational data received.
It transfers over exactly, does it? Okay, that's good to know. That's quite a relief then, if people have got, you know, quite good bases on their freighters already and they didn't want to sort of start from scratch. It's good that it transfers over. I wonder if that works for bases that are over the limit. Like if you've got a really big base that people can't sort of visit because it's so big, I wonder if it still transfers over all of that, or if it just transfers over that 3,000 base part limit. Yeah, well, that ship got in the way, so he's going to have to deal with that.
Navigational data received.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if it does. If it does transfer over the big bases, but even still, I mean, it would still save you a lot of work if you kind of want to keep everything the same. You'll just have to add the bits that it didn't transfer, right? So it's better than building from scratch.
Hostile ships defeated.
Good to know, since mine is built out as my main base. Yeah, I don't know exactly how it's done. I think there's just a button on the like there's an option on one of the
Navigational data received.
bits in the bridge that you go to, like where you've got upgrade and all of that, paint the ship and stuff. I think the option's in there, but I've never tried it myself, so I don't know exactly how it works. So B. Like before this, you had to kind of break it if you wanted to keep all of the materials, so that you can basically start rebuilding your new freighter from scratch. You had to kind of go through that really mundane process of deleting all your stuff so that your materials would go into your inventory, and then storing it all and doing all of that stuff. So taking a base apart took forever if you built a big one. that is. But yeah, for this one, I'm gonna. It's gonna be a bit of trial and error because I've never done it before. But I'm gonna be. I've watched a couple of videos on how to build windows and stuff on the freighter using when you take the restrictions off build limits, and I'm gonna try and do that. I think it was Christie's videos actually that I watched.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It would have been a nightmare trying to rebuild everything, wouldn't it? Oh, it's gone back up to A's. Come on, RNG. I've before on this, where it's a very repetitive process doing this. You know, landing on the freighter, going into your analysis visor, looking at the class and all of that. Before on this, after about half an hour of reloading, an S-class appeared. But because I was in such a habit of reloading the save, I reloaded the save and I lost the S-class, and it didn't appear again after that. I just left it and just kind of waited for, did a bit of exploration and waited for the next battle. But yeah, I was gutted.
Hostile ships defeated. Alert. Navigational data received.
Oh yeah, that's a big freighter. I try and avoid plants on a freighter because I found that even if you've just got like a few plants on there, it really used to affect my the frame rate when I used to walk through it and stuff, and like sort of just the loading up of everything. Plants seem to really affect that, and I found that even building a really big base, if I didn't include the plants, it would still generate very quickly, and there would be not much in terms of a frame rate drop. But I think the farm plants, for some reason on freighters, they caused a bit of issues. So I tend to avoid them now. I generally just have them on there now for a bit of decoration, and just keep all of my stasis device, plants and stuff, planet side. Especially now we can sort of use portals from a freighter and stuff. I hate it when this happens. They get kind of stuck, don't they, in the freighter body. Come on, come on. You know you want it. So right, that's the first maximum base inventory that I've seen, A34. So Unless you use cargo bulkheads, the maximum that you'll get on any freighter, this is just for any new players that might watch this after it's streamed, but 34 slots is the maximum inventory you can get just standard on these freighters. Even for S-Class, it won't go above 34. So we're getting there. It's moving up in all directions at the moment. Unless I'm playing some kind of Twitch shooter, I don't care about frame rate at all. It just doesn't bother me. I've played air combat sims with laggy frame rate and just don't care. Shrug. Fair enough. Yeah, it was probably because I've got quite an old system now, but on this computer here. But it was kind of at a point where I was dropping down to like 15, 20 frames, and you do kind of notice that. Just becomes a bit choppy, like a bit laggy. Like it when it's a bit smooth, that's all. I'm fine with 60 frames, I'm fine with anything above 60. But you do kind of notice it, I think, when it drops off a bit. But yeah, it's much, much, much more important in FPS. My Warzone days, played that a lot last year. Bugger, I've just shot one of the bloody pods. Question is can I still get in that freighter? No, I've screwed that. Damn it. You know as well that would have been the S-Class. Like, that is just the way this is going to go. That run there would have been the S-Class. %100%. 100%. Yeah, you've got to be really careful shooting those sections or the pods. Cypher, how's the is it still quite tinny, the gameplay sound? No, okay, so that's interesting. So no, the only thing, so what I've done, it's a little bit annoying for me, but probably just gives you guys a bit of a better experience for now as a bit of a short-term fix. But so I'm running the sound through the desktop coming out of my system speakers, so I'm not actually running the sound through the sound card for the earphone subcipher, you know, that separate device. So what I've done is I've turned the sound down, but just to a point where I can still hear it on the speakers, so that the mic doesn't pick up the speakers sound. So it's not too loud at my end, and I've kept everything else the same. What class was that? A. So I was hoping that it was going to improve the game sound, so the game doesn't sound as tinny. But yeah, this microphone doesn't have any sort of filter on it. It's just a standard microphone. I'm still using the microphone on the headphones. Yeah, I think so. I think the issue is this old headset. So that's sort of next on the to-do list, is to get a new one of them. I've seen one that seems to get sort of talked about a bit on a few forums that I sort of visit. It's a Still Series one, which is about 120 quid, about $150 odd. It seems to come out with quite good scoring, but that's sort of a mid to high budget. It's not the highest budget one that you can get. That's like Sennheiser. They've always been the most expensive, those headsets. I think there was one on there for about 500 quid. I like headsets to have a bit of a bassy feel to them, so I don't like headsets that are quite tinny. You've got to be able to sort of feel and hear the bass.
Alert. Navigational data received.
The Rig 700 HS. It says it's for PS4, but it works great with my PC. I'll have a look at that as well then. Yeah, this still, I forget the model of it. I've bookmarked it somewhere. But the Still Series headset, it was getting quite a good reviews, and like a lot of the websites like PC Gamer and stuff, they do like these top 10s of what to get within a budget, low budget, high budget, whatever it is. And a lot of those websites seem to include the same Still Series headset. But I know what those things are like. Obviously, the companies and the brand pay people like PC Gamer and stuff to include them in their top 10s. I know how it works. I'm not stupid, but it was quite consistent that was coming out as a good one to get. Come on. Come out of there. There we go. Come on. Even stuck. annoying when this happens. Come on, RNG. Come on. Let's see. Not good. Right, let's see if there's been any Sean Murray tweets quickly. Cool if those guns actually did some decent damage as well, wouldn't it? Like it'd be nice to sort of call your Fraser in and it actually gets stuck into the battle. It does very, very slightly take ship's damage down. If you actually watch it, it does work. But I mean, it would take a long time for it to do any sort of real damage. It's like when you get pirates after you, if you've got any frigates in your fleet, which are the combat frigates, one of them appears to sort of try and help you out, but it doesn't do anything. I'm like, come on! Not that you need any help, but yeah, Plantronics are quite good. I bought a for Christmas, just gone last year. I bought my brother a Razer headset, and that was reduced on Amazon from about, I think, about £100 to about £60, and that's pretty good. I've listened to his quality, and that's quite decent. His. And you can play that one on. He uses his on his Xbox, next gen Xbox. He doesn't have a PC. Well, he does. He has a Mac. But he doesn't use his Mac for gaming. He uses that for work. Because you can't play games on Macs, can you, people? We all know that. New gaming chair should be there tomorrow. You're excited. Is it a special one that you've got? Oh, there's a squid there. Look at that, there's a squid that's fighting the ships. Is it a red or orange? Difficult to tell in this system, but it looks like it's a red. Don't mind squids. That's quite nice. So that will be a ship that's obtainable in this system. If it was one of these pirate ships, it wouldn't, because pirates don't form part of the system. But the ships that are on your side do. Well, is that going to be a sign that this is an S-Class then? As I've seen an S-Class exotic? Come on! Come on! Be the one. No! So close, but so far.
Navigational data received.
Cheers, Rhythmatic. Thank you very much. I need all the luck I can get with this. Enjoy the rest of your day though, and enjoy your evening. And hopefully see you next time. Yeah, it is. It's a very, very tedious process. This, unfortunately, it's not great for viewing and stuff.
It's a really nice hauler that was. That was one of the pirate ships there. Red and white fan blade hauler. See, I've always got my eye out for ships. The explosions are so much better now as well. We were in one of the groups that I co-moderate, the Interstellar Index group on Facebook. We've got our own sort of chat, and we were saying that if you play Halo 2, yeah, I think it's Halo 2, not Halo 3. If you play Halo 2 and you use the tank, and you basically blow things up with the tank, the explosion on Halo 2 with the tank is literally identical to the explosions on the ships now in space in No Man's Sky. And we were kind of wondering if developers and like gaming companies and individuals and stuff, if there's like a open source code out there where you can just go and grab different animations that have already been shown and demonstrated in different games, so that you can get quite a few different games with the same animations. I don't know as if that's a thing or not, but if you actually look at the explosions in Halo 2 and the explosions in this game now, they are literally almost identical. Like the sound effects, the animation for it, everything is the same. We was talking about that yesterday. Yeah, definitely a grind, not for everybody, this, for sure. This could be a long grind. I mean, I might even sort of consider maybe getting this off camera, like off stream. This is definitely already probably one of the longest grinds that I've done for an S-Class freighter in my 4,000 plus hours of gameplay. Never had to wait this long. Normally I will get it within kind of 10 to 20 reloads and I'm done, moving on, but this is already a grind. I knew that was going to be the case after me saying it. Should have just kept quiet. Come on. Come on. No.
Ships deleted. Alert. Navigational data received.
Nope. A32.
Hostile ships defeated.
See if mixing the view changes the RNG up a little bit. Can only hope. Come on, come on. Oh, so close again. So close.
Hostile ships approaching.
I'm going to be putting together a multi-tool guide soon as well. I'm no good with kind of Adobe and stuff, like, so it's not going to be like a all singing, all dancing presentations. It's just going to be a bit of video footage with commentary on what you should be doing, and basically like the whole thing, the ins and outs of the mechanics of it and everything. I'm in the process at the moment, outside of this, and obviously tool hunting. I'm trying to debunk a theory that I saw uploaded by Whiskey Barrel Gaming about pulling different tools into a system from different systems. I am not sold on that yet, that works. But I need to test that more. Oh yeah, you'll be surprised, Terry. I mean, we could have double this to go, yeah, if not triple. These, I've read online that some people have kind of waited sort of 14, 15, 16, 17 hours for one of these freighters to appear. Yeah, it's RNG. You've got a 2% chance of it spawning. I mean, in theory, you should get one within, I think, 50 something saves. Sorry, 50 something reloads. But I mean, I've seen people in the triple figures, like 100 plus reloads for these. There was one I saw recently on the coordinate exchange. I think 64 was his one. But yeah, 2% chance in a tier 3 economy, and you've got a 1% chance in a tier 2, and you've got a 0% chance they do not appear in poor economies, tier 1. In actual fact, in tier 1 economies, you can't get anything S-class aside from an exotic ship, like a squid. You can get squids and stuff in tier 1, but you can't get any ships, you can't get any multi-tools, you can't get any freighters. None of that will spawn as S-class in tier 1 economies. Yeah, the RNG gods were on your side there, Terry. They're normally on my side as well, but not today. I found a black and white Venator freighter, which I documented on the No Man's Sky Interstellar Index, and that came for me in the first. It came in the first spawn, and by all accounts, most people that have gone to get that freighter, it's appeared for them very, very quickly as well. Not always like first spawn, but it's come kind of within, you know, 5, 6, 10 different reloads, which is quite quick from the comments that I've seen on it anyway.
But you remember at the start of this stream, I said, at the start of this process, I said, most of the time, when I've found an S-Class really quickly, the first several spawns have generally been A-Class. Well, look what's happened here. I mean, it took about 10 to 15 reloads to even see an A-Class, and we're still going. So I don't know I don't know for certain if that's related or not. But my gut feeling is, if you're not seeing an A-Class quite quickly, you're in for the long haul when it comes to this. See you again. Oh, okay. So yours was a system freighter. Yeah, they appear. Again, I don't know as if this is a rule or not, but they seem to appear a lot quicker, S-Class system freighters, than these capital ones. Certainly in my experience, anyway. B31. Oh, he's got stuck. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Be the one. Be the one. Come on. Yay! Get in there! Bosh! See, now that is why it's worth it. It's a good feeling. I got a feeling. Yes.
S34 plus 9. There we go, boys and girls. Them and they, whatever you may go by. Now let's go and speak to Mr. Captain, shall we? 178 million, so this is going to absolutely bankrupt me. It's a Korvax crew, which is exactly what we want, because I'm a little dude. Come on. Is it a... Oh, damn it! It's a 180.6. That would have been ideal if it was a 181. If that was a 181, that's 181 is the maximum hyperdrive range that you can get. But you know what? I'll take it. So yeah, I always try and get them with the two undercarriage storage pods, and this 7 sections, so 7 balls, and that raised thing. That's my thing for the Venator type. So yeah, we'll get that. Thank you very much. Exchange. Thank you very much. Yes. So this is now my little baby. Yeah, you said it, Terry. I'm gonna pin that one on you. That was all down to you, that mate. Right. So to get this really kitted out, I need this. I need that. I need to get some nanites so I can get the paint sorted out. Get the white going. Quite like it in yellow and black though, it's quite nice. Right, let's just see if I can... So, what... how do I do this thing where I transfer it then? Reset freighter base? Oh no, I don't want that. So yeah, oh okay, so it automatically just transfers everything over. That's good. Yeah, because this was the same as my my old base. Right, so we now will begin the process. Not in today's stream. I'm not going to be doing it today, but we are going to start building a new freighter base with windows and stuff. So I'm gonna basically have several floors in this one. There's not going to be a farm. I'm going to have sort of control rooms down the side here, and over on this side here. I'm going to probably keep the storage on this floor, and then I'm going to build up so that we can get windows kind of looking at that there. And in an ideal world, it'd be nice to be able to see this as well. That means I'll have to go quite high for that. Yeah, I don't want to go too high because then it just becomes a bit tedious trying to go up. Yeah, so I've just got to... It's going to be a bit of winging. I do have a rough idea in mind of a design, but it's going to be one of them builds where I've got an idea, but the bulk of it is going to be winging, sort of building as I go, and just building on ideas as I go. So there'll be plenty of, you know, putting save points down and just sort of manually saving along the way in case I mess something up.
But yeah, pleased with that. It's a shame it was an 181 warp hyperdrive range, but you know what? This isn't my sort of main save, and I'm not going to start reloading again, so I can lump that. I can deal with that. I'm not fussed about getting an extra couple of 100 light years. So I'll just quickly show you again. So the idea is I'm gonna be taking build restrictions off, and I want to with the windows. I'm going to add some windows to the freighter. And the idea is that I want to try and get some good views. So the higher I go up here, the better view I'm going to get of the bridge here. You can only go a certain height in the freighter anyway. I'm unsure exactly what the height is floor-wise, but the trouble is if you go too high, like as in you build stairs and floors going too high, it just becomes a real job to try and get up to the floor. I mean, the workaround for that, I guess, is that without build restrictions, you can build short-range teleporters on the base. But I don't want to go too much outside of the vanilla options that you get. I'm only really interested in the windows and the there's a part that kind of looks like a I forget what they're called. It's those in a lot of science fiction films that people go into like those glass bays and they just go to sleep for like years. But there's a part, an underwater part, that people use to kind of have that as with beds in, and I'm going to have a room that's kind of for that. All just aesthetics and role playing type of stuff, but it's going to be I mean, if you check one of my the last freighter build that I did, if you check that out and go back through about 30 or 40 videos, it's about 6-7 months ago I built that. If you look at that freighter base there, it's extremely detailed. Like it is, I'm not just saying it because it's my base, but it is one of the most detailed freighter bases on the internet, on YouTube. And if you look at that, that will give you an idea as to kind of where I'm going to be going with this base, but it's just going to be on a bit of a smaller scale, so that people can visit it. So it's going to be extremely detailed, but with a decent amount of parts, so that people can still visit without any issues, like clipping through the floors and stuff like that. Yeah, that's it. Cryo chambers. So there's an underwater section that you can build to kind of join underwater tubes up and stuff, and I can use one of those as a cryo chamber and put a bed in it and stuff like that, and I can put it at an angle as well, so it'll look quite good. But like I said, this is going to be trial and error for me because I've never built a freighter without with building restrictions turned off. So I'm going to be sort of playing around with it myself as I go along. I'm not going to start that today though. That's for another day. It may be kind of 1 or 2 streams away from here, because now I need to build up some money, and to start getting the freighter built, I need some resources as well, which is what I've started to try and do here. But so I'm definitely going to need to get a lot more of this for windows and build in certain parts that need glass. So yeah, I've got a bit of exploration to do. I need to get a few more resources under my belt. Like I need to get some cytophosphate as well for decorations. I've definitely 100%
need to start focusing a bit now on some Nexus missions to build some Quicksilver up, because I definitely need to unlock some base parts that I need to use, like the aquarium and stuff like that. So there's plenty of stuff to do that I need to sort of keep busy with before I start work on the freighter. But it's just good that we've got that now. So everything's S-class, and that's kind of the goal. So I'm pleased with that. So before this game crashes, I'm going to just quickly reload and stuff down here. Right, so that's that bag. I'm just going to quickly sell this stuff in the inventory. Suppose now I've got to build the technology again, haven't I? Yeah.
Technology installed.
What do we need? 5.
Product constructed.
This here, this again for new players, that module there, this one single module here, the matter beam, that is the most important upgrade and the most important module that you can have in this entire game, in my opinion. Even if you just got a freighter just to install this on, it's still worth it. Yeah, I got one in the end. It's only 180.6 out of a maximum 181 for a base hyperdrive range crash test. But I'm not going to moan about that. That'll do. And it's the style that I want. It's not the colour I want, but I'll take the style, definitely that. And it's a Corvax crew as well. So because I'm a human, I like the fact that I've got droids, robots, or I suppose you could even call them humans. But I like the Corvax crew as well, so I'm pleased about that. Here's the boy. So yeah, we got it. S-Class. DSE5 Ikugasak.
Technology installed. Technology installed. Technology installed.
Yeah, it's alright. She's alright.
Technology installed.
Excuse me. Right, so what was we doing? Right, we just need to sell this stuff in the inventory. So I've gone from 250,000 down to 90 now. Right, so freighter, don't need that, don't need that. That's keep the silver, don't need the gold. Keep the deuterium, don't need that. Don't need that, don't need that. All that. All that. All that. All that. That there, semiconductor is used in the process of making stasis devices. So I do keep all of the stasis device stuff like iridescite as well. And I keep that in a stasis device part on the freighter. Sorry about that, I was just having a bit of a coughing fit.
Right, so I'm just going to plonk all this in the right. While I'm doing this, I'm going to get this refined. Keep that there. Put this in the stasis device area. And this. This can go in the building section. Yeah. Right, a frigate module will get you out. We'll get these out. Move that down. Right, okay, so that's done. What have you got for sale?
Product received. Product received.
Took about 100 derelict freighters to get it up to speed, yeah. Well, that's the next thing. I've got to try and find an S-class derelict freighter now. That's another thing I need to do.
Technology recharge. Right, I'm just going to go and check out some missions now on the Nexus. In fact, before I do anything, people, I'm just going to quickly go and grab myself a drink.
So I'll be back in a couple of moments. I'm just going to keep this here for a second. Right, peeps. I'm terribly sorry about this. I didn't realise I didn't realise the time, and I've got to do a couple of things this evening. Earphones are on. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to call it a night here, because I still need to get some dinner sorted out, and it's kind of knocking on for 25 to 7 here in the UK now. So what I'm going to quickly do is I'm just going to quickly do a save. And then in the next stream, which will be before Zane's stream tomorrow on his arcade channel, so that's saved. I'm going to do a few missions because I need to get some base parts sorted for the freighter, so I've got to do some Quicksilver missions, so we'll knock a few of those out. I'm going to need to do some exploration on some glitch item planets, because I need to build up an inventory of, again, some more base part items there for this freighter build. And yeah, just the next stream, maybe next 2 streams, is not going to be building the base. That will be towards the end of the week. Yeah, kind of in between that is going to be just really a bit of exploration. I've still got to build this ship out. I need to get some nanites. I've got to get 5,000 nanites so that I can change the colour of the freighter. Because I like the colour, but I prefer white and black. So I need to do some nanite farming as well. Get this bumped up. Get this bumped up as well. Potentially start a stasis device farm. In fact, I will start a stasis device farm in the next stream. because the next stream I'll do for about 3 or 4 hours. It'll be quite a long one, I think. Now I've got all of this sorted. But thank you everyone for joining. Thanks to Subcypher, Terry, Crash Test, Beeblebum earlier today, Ritmatic, love that name, David Rickard, Idiot. What sort of a name is that? I love it. Idiot. Yeah, David I've mentioned. Zoo earlier as well, and Zoo for dropping me a tip on the last stream, which was missed because I didn't have alerts set up. So I know he's not here now, but thanks a lot, Zoo. Very, very much appreciated that. Terry, I've mentioned. KJPC as well, she joined for a bit. Christy joined for a little bit as well. Yeah, so look, thank you everybody. Anyone I've missed there, I'm really, really sorry. I hope I got everyone, and I shall see you in the next stream. Enjoy the rest of your day, and yeah, nice one. Thank you.